Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm in a very bit of a time rush here. I've got a meeting to attend in about 10 minutes. I'm on my lunch hour, and what I'd like to do is look at something for an anniversary gift. I forgot my anniversary yesterday. My wife remembered, of course. She always remembers everything. But I'm in kind of a bind at home, and I want to get out of this situation.
He thinks he's got problems. Boy, he should be so lucky. If he only knew the problems I have.
I'd like to see something in an emerald.
He can't afford an emerald. He should be buying green tourmaline. Let me show you some green tourmaline.
I don't think you understood what I said. I'm interested in an emerald, probably an emerald ring.
Well, green tourmaline is less expensive. Oh, Bill, that address you wanted, it's in the back on the file cabinet. It's a watch, and make sure you wrap it. It's a gift. Excuse me, things get pretty hectic around here. Now, who did you say this was for? Hello, what can I show you?
Well, I'm really pressed for time. I only have about 10 minutes. I have a very important meeting coming up, and it seems I was so preoccupied with the meeting and preparing for it that I forgot my anniversary, which was yesterday. My wife didn't forget, and I don't think she'll ever let me forget this. But what I'd like to do is
He said he's in a
make up for
rush.
my
I've got to
mistake and
maximize the
purchase
time I
something
have
today.
with him. Boy,
And
he
I
must
thought
have been
maybe I'd,
embarrassed.
take a look at an emerald or something with an emerald.
I see. We have some very fine emeralds.
We have a lot of fine things in the store generally. I come in here almost every day on my lunch hour and just kind of browse around and seem to change the merchandise from time to time, get the catalog, and I always read through that. In fact, I brought the catalog into the office last week and was passing it around, and the guy in the office next to me reminded me that he'd ordered one of those flea collars for his dog Bruno. It seems this dog has always had a problem with fleas, and he's tried all kinds of different things, and he ended up spending the money on this collar, figuring he could return it in 30 days or whatever your policy is, and it worked. So his dog is pretty happy, and my friend's pretty happy too.
That's great.
So.
I'm glad to hear Bruno's doing better too. Now, what can I show you in an emerald?
Well, what I'd like to do is find something similar to what my wife was mentioning to me a week or so ago. I guess it was a hint. An emerald ring with diamonds around it. Something along that order.
We have a very nice ring, like one you've described. Let me show you.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasant day today.
Yes, it is.
My name is Jim. What can I help you find?
I need an answering machine. I'm on the road an awful lot, and I know I've been missing some pretty important phone calls.
We've got some excellent answering machines. Well, what were you looking for in one?
It's got to be simple. I'm not very good with electronic machines. And I'd like to be able to retrieve my messages remotely, but I don't want to carry around one of those beepers because I'll probably lose it. And if possible, I'd like it compact.
Great. Let me show you what we have that meets those specifications. This is an excellent answering machine, and it has the features that you mentioned. As you can see, it uses microcassettes here, so it keeps it all very small. It has ringer delay, so you can pick up the phone or not, and you can monitor the telephone calls. It also uses a beeperless remote. That means you don't carry one of the beepers around with you. You just call in on any touch-tone telephone and use the code that it provides for you here. It also has a volume control, so you can turn it way down if you don't want to listen to it. Now, it has this easy push-button operation here. Now, you stressed very strongly that it had to be compact. Well, you can see that it is compact.
Yes. I work in a small office out of my home, and my desk is a mess. I've got a computer, a monitor, a printer, my old lamp and phone. Now I need one of these machines. It's just too crowded.
That does sound awkward. You mentioned an old phone. What kind of phone is it?
It's just an old phone. I've had it for years, one of the rotary dials.
And I sense that you use the phone a lot?
Yes, when I'm not on the road, I'm talking to clients, maybe 2-3 times a day.
This is an excellent answering machine, but I do have another that I think you'll find more useful. Let me show you. Now this system will combat some of that congestion on your desk because it combines an answering machine and a telephone in one unit. Now because you're on the phone so much, this telephone here offers some features that I think you're going to find useful. For example, you can store frequently dialed telephone numbers right here in the telephone. All you need to do is press a button and it'll dial whatever telephone number you programmed there into that location. It also has an automatic redial button. So you press this button if at any time, say, you've hit a busy signal and you want to redial that telephone number. It's very simple. This telephone also has a speakerphone here, and it is also beeperless remote, and so you just need to call in from another touch-tone telephone. It also stores 16 different telephone numbers here in the memory. And as I said, you can still see it is compact. What other questions do you have, sir?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you like the features that were here. What are you unsure about?
It seems kind of complicated, especially programming all those phone numbers.
Sure. It looks difficult, but it really isn't. Here, let's go through it together. You hit the memory button here and dial your telephone number. That's it.
You're right. That is simple. And it would be convenient.
Great. I'll have one brought up to the cashier's desk for you. Now, what else can I show you today?
You know, I saw this putter in your catalog, and it looked kind of interesting.
Oh, yes, it's over here.
Here you go, Jim.
Great. Well, Mr. Nagata, I'm sure this answering machine and telephone combination will give you a hand at the office. And I hope this putter will help you in your game next week.
So do I. I can use all the help I can get.
Thanks for shopping with us.
Thank you.
When will we see you again?
Well, it probably won't be too long from now.
Great. We'll see you then.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.